Alright, here for the race at FOAS at Hope Sound, my home track, which I'm glad to say local this weekend. I did not feel like driving all the way to a dirt race, so I'm glad we're here. Hopefully we can get it done today. We're running Champ and Box Stock Heavy, no Reapers, so hopefully we have some fun. Alrighty guys, here for the FOAS race at Hope Sound, race number 2 at Hope Sound. We are starting on pole. We get a decent start, able to get a good lead so far. And for this race, we're starting at old tires, seeing if we could race them all day. But, as you'll see, that might have not been the play. So already have checked out with a good lead. It was good that we started on the pole because I already have that good lead. But you can see Eli is already in second place and Keith is already in third place, the two people that I am racing. And it looks like they're catching me pretty good so far. And today I was, like I said earlier, I was happy to be at home. I wasn't really wanting to drive all the way to dirt race, and it's always nice to be home Saturday night and even Sunday. See, Eli has caught me a good bit, and Keith has stayed a relatively the same distance from Eli. So after we practiced, it showed like 6,900 RPMs after our first practice on these same tires. But then when I went out there for this race, and you can see I made a mistake there. Eli went to pull out for the pass, and then I chopped down on him. It didn't give him enough room, so then I spun myself out. But I was saying, during this race, I only was turning 6,400 RPMs, which is really low from what we normally run, which is about 69 to 7,000. And the motor would not want to start, but my dad got out there, finally after a little bit, and was able to start it. So, it was crazy that Dan gave me my spot back. I thought for sure I was going to the back, because that wreck was all my mistake. But get a good start, able to keep the lead through the first couple laps. And we didn't have that many laps left. You see we get 2 to go. Eli's going to pull out, and we give him room this time. He's going to be real slow, and then Keith is able to get in there. I'm trying to hold around the outside, but my tires were so dead they didn't want to do anything. So here you can see I back out, see if I can sweep back under Keith, but it's too late. So end up finishing third.
We can make it a little bit wide. Tires are done.
I know. We don't have any new ones, do we? So how was that? That tire down there is done too. You see that?
It's been done.
All right. How was it?
Pretty good. Cart was loose, but that's just because the tires were just done. They're too old. I'm just getting no grip out of 4 at all. So hopefully we can find a way to get new tires. If not, we're gonna have a fun race in box on heavy.
Admiring all of his work.
Alrighty, starting 5th here, which is the 3rd row on the inside, behind another white cart. Here, don't get any places off the start. You see Eli's on the outside of me. I push the Baxter white cart ahead of me again, and then I'm able to sneak under him, and Eli gets back under him. So now we have to catch the 2 blue carts ahead of us as soon as possible, because you can see Jake, the blue and orange cart, is way out ahead now because he got a really good start. You see I try to make short work of Ron, able to get by him, and Eli is going to follow him through. You can see now Jake is really far ahead in this heat race, which is not what we need. And he had been struggling with motor issues all day. But the Champ BPs here at this track are super fun. Like, normally you're flat out here in basically everything, except Champ, you get in here and then you have to let off for a little bit and then get back in it and let off. And today my cart just was tight, like it was locked down through 1 and 2 especially. And then out of 4 it just had no front end grip. So I was just pushing a lot. And you'll see that for sure in the later races, but these first couple races, in this first race, it wasn't that bad, but it was definitely there. You can see, I'm not really gaining much time on Jake, and Eli's not gaining any time on me. So we're all about stagnant. We were both just hoping for a caution. And just as I say that, caution comes out. And that's good for me and Eli, because now we get to catch up and hopefully both pass Jake. So don't get the best start. Leave about a cart length, but I know cart length should be enough. You can see I'm catching up to Jake just a little. And now I'm on his bumper. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. He goes up just a little high. I'm able to get underneath. and I park it on the bottom, and I'm able to get the win in the last corner. And Eli follows me through. Oh yeah,
it was about to blow up. I'm like, fuck.
Alright, just finished our senior champ. Did good. We started 5th out of 6, and we ended up in 1st. Thankfully for that caution last lap. Unfortunately, Jake's motor, who was in front of me, was breaking up real bad, and it sounded like it was going to blow up. But no matter what, we still did good, and hopefully we come back strong and get what we need in box stock heavy.
With a battle for 3rd. He got off the gas tonight. It looks like he was making like a chocolate cake in his face and his apron.
Brownies.
You make
Alright, so for this race, I finally remembered to turn on the GoPro for at least something. And now we are up to 2nd after starting 3rd. We changed tires to relatively old, but newer than the ones we had last race. We really need to start keeping a set of brand new tires in the trailer for races like this. But I'm following Eli closely, and every time he makes a little mistake, I make a little mistake, and then I'm not gaining enough ground. And we switch back to the GoPro view. You see he gets a little slippery, and I would catch up to him, and then I turn in just a little too late, and then he's able to pull away just a little. And this is how it was pretty much the whole race. I was just trying to nail my lines as perfect as I could, which is always so difficult when it's that close. And it's 25 laps, which is way too much. Especially at Hope Sound, I was dying, Eli was dying, and we were both dreading the champ race coming up. You see, he checks out just a little bit, but we get into lap traffic, which almost smoked Ron right there, but I didn't lift, because if I lifted, I would have fallen way back off Eli. But catch up back to him, and right there, just scrape too much. Every time I would scrape just a little bit, it would just slow my momentum. But then if I wasn't scraping, I wasn't going fast enough, so I just had to get there. See, more lap traffic. They go nice and high. I have to go real shallow to that corner, so that messes up my line. So I fall back a bit. But this is how we worked for like the whole race. We were just even speed. Like he would gain a little ground, I would gain a little ground. And there, that helps me out a lot. I catch up a good amount. Caution comes out, which is very good for me. Just because we could cool down our tires and get us started again. See, Eli wanted to do his stupid start by going on the outside, so I just went on the inside to ruin that start, and Eli hits my cart. But I just did that, so we ruined that start, so he couldn't get away with that. Now we're gonna go green right here. And I get a good start. Able to gain up some, get on the outside. And Keith, who was behind us, got messed up because if you notice, Dan was waving the yellow when we went green, which means no green, but we did end up going green. And I recognized that we were probably going to go green because we did the same thing in Champ, where he was waving the caution and then we went green. So we had about 7 laps to go after that caution. So not a lot of time, and I can't dilly-dally like I was doing earlier by just running behind him. So I need to get it working. See, he's sliding. He sees him there. He goes to block, and he slides up the track and ends up losing time. This is what it looked like from the outside. So he got a bad run out of 4, and he got a bad corner into 1. Saw it was there, cut down, and then just pushed it up just a little high. And then I was able to sneak by. And then Keith got back in the business, was trying to push Eli to catch up to me, but too little, too late. White flag goes out. And I nail that corner. And then nail this corner. And that's another win for Box Stock Heavy.
I didn't even hit you either. I hit you wrong. I made yellow. Yeah, that was low. 3 cars behind. I was a little sketchy right there. You're holding up the whole show. Let's go.
I was fine.
Yeah, Keith, I think you kind of got that in the deal there.
Sorry about that.
I was confusing, Keith.
I finished where I should have finished, but even still, I mean, I didn't have a shot at the start.
That's the problem.
I thought I was going to blow for Johnny, the motor's going to fall.
Oh, I was on him my whole race too. I was like this far the whole race. Yeah. I got close one corner and then I hit him. Yeah, he saw me and went.
You're back.
Oh, I went down and went way over. Alright, you just finished up Box Stock Heavy. Thank you. Did good. We were really close to Eli, the car in front of me, the whole race. And then he tried to block the inside because he saw me. And then I shot up high and he overshot it. So I was able to sneak back through and we were able to get the win. So hopefully we can do the same. We're starting a poll for the senior champ and hopefully we can get some money.
pole for the senior champ race. Get a outside lane on the first start. And going into this corner, I knew the setup was off. I just pushed way up, allowed Jake to get through. So now I'm like, okay, I have to relearn this setup, and I can't let Jake run away. Went in here, boom, pushed straight up the track. So now I'm like, okay, well, this is bad. I don't know, we didn't change anything except loosen it up from the last race. So now we were very confused while I was pushing. Well, I was very confused for sure. And now exactly what I didn't want to happen was happening, and Jake was leaving in this race. But I couldn't nail my corners down to save my life. So every time I go in there, I would let off more. It would still push, and I would give him gas later, but it would still push. So I was really confused, and you see, we skipped forward a little bit, and Jake has just checked out. Now, Eli is on the back bumper of me, and I hear him coming. Even though he didn't think I heard him, I heard him.
Yeah.
You see, he gets a good run. And I heard him back there because the BPs were loud. Like, you can hear the other carts behind you. And he's catching up quick, and then he gets a good run there, and he backs out to not let me know I'm there. But I knew he was there. So here he goes for the move. And then I let off, fall right back behind. And now, I was already tired at this point. It was 25 laps in a BP, which is way too much. So I was already gassed, but I couldn't let Eli get away with this. I needed the extra $25. So I couldn't let him get away with this. And he was going to pass Ron, so I knew I had to get by Ron right away. Now he goes to block the inside. Almost took me out on the outside, but thankfully he saw me. Now I go back to the inside. I make the move stick. And now I'm like, alright, can't let that happen again. I gotta lock in. And my neck was already dying at this point. This track's too fast. And you can see I have the GoPro on my champ cart, but I forgot to turn it on. And white flag's out. Make one final move. And that's going to be champ. So we secure second and secure $50.
Alright guys, this race, champ, we started first, ended up second, which I'm not mad at. We just missed with the setup a little bit. The cart was really tight, and it just never slicked off during the race, which is unfortunate, but very happy for Jake. He won his dad's memorial race, which is really cool. So I'm glad he beat me, and I'm glad for him. Still leading the points for sure in Champ BP, and almost have wrapped up the FOAS championship for box off heavy.
I didn't get a video of it.
What are you doing?
If I hit you, you just left.
And I put the back of your bumper. I'm like, if he wants to start way out there, let him start way out there.